Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Truth and Transparency. My name is Deborah, and anyone who's joining for the first time, new subscribers, I welcome you, and I just thank you for taking the time out to watch my content. Now, 2026, I'm going to be revamping the channel a little bit, focus not solely being about Manjaro. I'm bordering on to like fitness and health and those kind of things. For me, I've been on a Manjaro journey since May last year, 2025. My sole reason for taking the medication was obviously for my type 2 diabetes, which is now at a normal range. So I'm just waiting for the doctors to let me know what's going on with my next review and if I'm going to be tapering down back to the 2.5. So I started on 2.5. I had one monthly pen, which is 2.5 dosage. And then I moved up to 5, which I'm currently still on. Now, I recently did a short about what people think Manjaro is and used the clip from Nutty Professor. If you've ever seen the film, it's a funny film, it's a great film, but Manjaro does not work like that. It's not a magic potion. If you don't know much about it, I'll insert a clip here.
GLP-1 medicines work by copying a natural hormone your body releases after eating. This hormone helps regulate blood sugar and appetite. When you take a GLP-1, it tells your pancreas to release insulin when needed, stops another hormone from raising your blood sugar, and slows down digestion so you feel fuller for longer.
What these medications are trying to utilise is that pathway to help reduce the cravings and the food noise in order to support a lower calorie intake. And that regular energy deficit will over time lead to weight loss.
So 2 components, 2 agonists, and it helps you to feel satiated for longer, fuller, because it slows your digestive system down. And then the other part is, tricking your brain into that hormone thinking that it needs more food, or the cravings or the food noise, whichever way you want to kind of best reference it. So yeah, over the period of time of between May and to current date, how much have I lost in total? I can't work, I'll work it out and put it on there. But I started off at 11 stone 7, and I am now currently 10 stone 2. However, I haven't weighed over the Christmas period. I wasn't one anyway for weighing weekly and doing the updates, because I very quickly learned from when I first started my channel that for me it weren't going to work like that. My body responds very differently, so I have to put in a lot of work in terms of like eating specifically, and also the fitness side of things. Interesting fact, not everyone knows this, not everyone's kind of caught on to this, or kind of, they don't talk about this a lot, but in actual research which Lilly did, and they've put in their website and they've put on their booklet, those that take Manjaro for type 2 diabetes, only 1 in 100 will experience weight loss, because weight loss is a side effect of the medication. Its primary use is to lower the blood sugar levels, hence me being in the normal range. And I managed to get there within 4 months of using the Manjaro. While the weight loss is a side effect for my body and what it's doing in my body, I'm not going to say no to weight loss, because I had put on a little bit of weight, age, hormones, just old eating habits crept back from my previous weight loss journey. And so yeah, no one's going to say no to a few pounds off. My target, I didn't really have a target because it wasn't about weight, but then I was like, okay, well, I'm losing weight, so maybe I'll go to 10 stone and see how my body looks. Now, I think most people will agree with this who have been on a weight loss journey. Sometimes you have a number in mind and you think, yeah, when I get to that number, yeah, that's it, I've arrived. And actually, you're going to be in a headspin, because that's not it at all. Nice size now that I'm comfortable with, but there's still areas of my body that I'm working on, hence doing the fitness side of things now. about half hour, I come back from a run. So my eldest daughter, Honesty, is also on a fitness journey. She's not taking any medication for weight loss. She's quite happy with her stature and her physique, and just wants to kind of like lose a few pounds maybe and tone up. But it's more about getting her fitness level. So last year she did a 10K run stroke walk for charity. And since then, she did do a lot of training for it. So I do rate her. And I actually featured a small clip of that in one of my older videos. But since then, she's kind of fallen off the wagon. And so new year, new me and all of that jazz. Is it for you a new year, new you? Like, where are you at with your health journey, with your weight loss journey, whether you're using a GLP-1 like Mounjaro or just doing it, you know, through calorie deficit and fitness? Do you use New Year as like a kind of starting point to reset and start again? I mean, that's something in my past years that I've always done. Like, wow, I'm going to do this. I would do vision boards. I would write down goals. Some of those, looking back, are yet to be achieved. Some of those I've kind of like tick, 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 tick. So it's kind of like hit and miss. Some of those I will even probably review, and I've got some new ones to add to those. Yeah, certainly for me with the channel, because I'm so close to the goal weight, but I've got new missions now. I've got, you know, regardless of Mounjaro, whether the GP says I can come off, whether it needs to be a long-term, you know, use of it because of diabetes, I'll park that to one side a minute, and I'll let you guys know more about that once I have my next HbA1 and review with my lovely diabetic nurse, Carol, who's been a champion for me and supportive all along throughout my journey. And almost reaching goal weight, I just feel like, no, like this is not just it now. Like once you kind of go down this journey of losing weight, you start realising that actually you're reading more about foods, what's good for you. Like what we eat should be to fuel our body, like, you know, for the energy that the body needs. We've been doing it all wrong because I was just eating for gratification, for satisfaction, for pleasure, you know, and I must admit it did give me a dopamine rush. And I think the fitness stuff is my new dopamine rush. So I've got a new challenge. My new challenge for, I'm not going to set a time frame, but in terms of how close I wanted to do it by, but I'm working towards it. I would like to do a 5K run, and I would like to do it in a certain time frame. I'm building up towards that. I'm building up slowly. I'm using my home walk pad, which has been really good. I'm still keeping up with my steps daily. I fell off the bandwagon a little bit. I've now jumped back on, and I will continue to do those, just so that it makes me feel like I've done some physical exercise. Because as I've said before, the job that I'm in, I drive there, it can take an hour. I sit all day at my desk, aside from going out for lunch or using the bathroom. And then I drive home, and then I'll make dinner, or the girls will make dinner, and then I'm sitting down. And so then I could easily, especially on the days that I work from home, not have any movement unless I'm going to the fridge or the toilet. So this year I'm like, no, I need to make a conscious effort. I need to be consistent. I need to be disciplined. I need to be, determined to make sure that I meet those daily ones. So on this journey of health and fitness, you've got to find what works for you. So basically what I do is, and what this lady encouraged is, if you can get chunk it, whatever the amount is, and chunk it into times of your day. So for me, if I wake up in the morning, I do my daily devotion, I'll pray, jump on the walk pad, and my minimum target before I leave the house is 1,500 to 2,000 steps. So if I can do that before leaving the house, great. I'm on kind of par. At lunchtime, obviously, I'm going to leave the building at work. I'm going to walk around. If I'm at home, you know, walk the dog. And then that's easily 3,500 steps. And then in the evening, either walk the dog or the remaining balance on the walk pad. So that strategy works for me. I've been gearing up using my walking pad to get my steps in, and I've started running and like doing like jogs to see how long I can jog for. However, this evening when I supported my daughter on to do some running, wow, let me just tell you, it's different. It's different. Walking and running on a pad is very different from running outside in the street, especially in the cold. And it was 1 degree this evening, so but thank goodness for this thermal sportswear primarily.
You know when you wish that you never started something? Now it's time to run back home.
It was cold, but I wasn't freezing. I could bear it. I will keep you posted and let you know how I get on. You know I love to do the shorts, so you'll be seeing little bursts of how my times are improving, and I love to kind of beat my yesterday's score. But if I don't, then, you know, at least I've tried and I've put the effort in. In terms of the program that I'm on resumes back next weekend. So on Saturday, I'll be doing a weigh-in, because we do get weighed on a weekly basis. So I don't have any weigh-in from this Christmas period. I know people are quite eager to be like, did you put on? Did you lose? Me, I have not bothered to put that scale out from under wherever it is. It's probably collected dust in the last 2-3 weeks, because I think, you know what, like I said in my last video, I was going to enjoy, you know, the moments, the food, the celebrations, and the heroes. They're not finished yet though. And just enjoy that time. And I know that the Manjaro is doing its work, and I'm doing my side of the, you know, the deal of doing my work. And so the body will respond accordingly. And whatever was on, ignorance is bliss, you know. Whatever, you know, if I did put any weight on, that's if. But next week I'll resume, and it is a 12-week program. That will be the 3rd week, I believe. It'll be the 3rd, maybe the 4th week. It's just going. I'd rather just have one specific scale that I use. I would say and encourage anyone who is thinking about starting a health or weight loss journey. These are going to be some of my tips. Have yourself a plan. You know, I went into this all blindsided and just, I'm learning, I'm just winging it as I go along, which is great because it makes me, you know, feel like I'm developing and growing and just learning more as I go along. But I think some of the things would have been useful to know at the start. Learn about foods, the different food groups. It's not just calorie deficit, it's about the type of calorie that you're eating. It's knowing about your insulin levels. If you are able to get your bloods done, like knowing what your levels are in terms of vitamin B, if you're lacking any B12. Set small goals for yourself. Things like, you know, yes, we encourage 2 litres of water a day, but if you're only used to, you know, drinking 500, try and be like, okay, my goal is to get to 1 litre. Get one of those bottles, and then your goal is, I've got to finish this by the end of the day. Like, beat the clock, beat your score, if that makes sense. Instead of having fizzy drink, you might swap it for sparkling water and add like a diluted squash. Sleep is a massive contributing factor in your journey of health, fitness and weight loss. And I've struggled with sleep. I got better at it. And then now I'm like, oh, because I had Christmas off and we had so many late nights, it's kind of been a thing to get back into it. So I did purchase this, this Silent Night sound and machine. So you can connect to your phone, you can kind of have like sleep sounds. So I'm hoping this will work. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to using that. I bought this because I was lacking sleep. My under eyes have got so dark. So I bought these lovely pair of glasses. They're like infrared. They don't work. Like you charge it. I was waiting, anticipating, eagerly, excited. And then once you take it off the charge, it doesn't actually switch on. So they're faulty. I'll have to take them back and try and hopefully see if they've got another pair. I've got these from TK Maxx. If I manage to get a new pair, I will use them and do a review. What else would I say? I would say take measurements, take pictures, like record your journey. Even if you're not going to make a YouTube channel about it, or TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, record it for you. Like when you have a journal as well, and write down how things made you feel, like when you got to your first loss of dropping size. If you could fit into a dress or something, or a pair of trousers, or the jean kind of hole notch went down. It's really good because there's such a thing as weight blindness. Still have it to some element, whereby mirror I'll still feel a bit thick and big, and I'm like, it's mad. It plays with your head a little bit because you're like, no, you're not. You can't be, because into my youngest daughter's baggy jeans, it doesn't make sense. Know that your mind will play tricks on you, in sense of like, you think, oh, nothing's moving, even if the scale is not going down. When you take those measurements, when you fit into those outfits and non-scale victories, then that's kind of your evidence that it is working and that your efforts aren't going unnoticed. Yeah, your body is responding. Your village is important. So I know some people take or start a weight loss journey or take Manjaro, and they're not kind of, I'm not saying you need to publicly declare, hi, I'm on Manjaro. Where you can, a small circle where you can, 1, be accountable, 2, check in if you needed to talk with them at all, 3, if there's any kind of, not comparison stories, but like someone that is familiar with it or even takes it themselves, you can have those conversations. Because if not, the journey is quite isolating. It is quite isolating, and there's a stigma. There's still a stigma. There's enough naysayers and haters in the world that you don't want that. But if you've got someone to kind of check in with, this community is broad, it's getting broader, more people are kind of deciding to jump on and vlog their journey. I am quite a regular commenter and YouTube friend with Keely, My Life with Keely, and Joe Sleep and Slim Down. Also there's Ali, also there's Karen and GLP-1. I named those, and Sandra from PCOS. I named those because they were kind of like the first people who followed me back, and I don't have a big following, which I'm hoping will expand. So if you are watching this and you haven't subscribed, please do. Please also share it, just because I've got some exciting things coming up that will be beneficial to anyone, whether you're on a GLP journey or not, but just want to improve your health and fitness in 2026. So we're all in this together. And join us, make the community broader. I appreciate any support, commenting, liking, sharing. I never want to be that person where someone watches and thinks, oh, that's out of my reach. This is why I do things in my little space in my bedroom, because I don't have excess money to get the membership that I wanted, so therefore I have to make do. And I have to make do with the space what I've got. When sometimes you can watch a video and you can look and you think, wow, like you aspire, but like they're like way into their journey and like everything's like so perfect, and you think, oh, and it kind of feels unattainable, unachievable. I'm just a normal woman, yeah, just a normal lady from London. I've got 2 kids, not a fitness babe, I'm not a gym baddie, but I'm working hard on developing and growing my fitness goals. So as my weight loss reduces and my fitness levels go up, and I'm just showing how it can be done. I'll just put on any piece of legging and t-shirt because I'm in my home. And you know, when it gets hot, yeah, I'm in a sports bra and shorts. But I'm just a normal person, just trying out this thing and trying to grow and do better. New year, better me. So yeah, anyone can do it. Anyone, it's just a decision. I'm gonna do it. And so I hope that my channel will bring you education, entertainment with my shorts. I do try to make them a bit humorous, but also inspire you and motivate you to move, grow, and just increase your fitness level and grow in your health journey. So that's it from me. I think I've rambled on enough. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in, and I shall see you on the next one. Take care.
This is our last one. Our last one. We've done it all the way up there, and we're doing all the way back. Come on. Back that way. Oh, we did it. Fitness is no joke, boy. In this 1 degree temperature. And that's our run for today. Over and out.